quiet time.
Long time no see, huh? Stranger danger? Is this stranger danger? Nah. This Gigi. Took a little vacation. Get my head straight. Give me some more sleep. Y'all know how I like my sleep. So, we back at it. Not like a bad habit, but we back at it. Welcome to the Hush Room. Y'all hear the music is a little loud. I gotta get back in my swerve mode. Yeah, gotta get back in my swerve mode. Well, like I said, welcome to the Hush Room. It's quiet time, where we talk about a lot of things: sports, economics, you choose, potato, politics, community issues, trending issues, all kinds of things, and sometimes nothing. We just let it flow. We don't have an agenda today, guys, because I've been gone for so long. There's so many things that happened while I was gone. In order for us to have an agenda and to address all those different issues, it would be an extremely long stream. Oh, shucks. Yeah. Yeah, swerve with it. Y'all don't know nothing about that. What you know about that bass line? Huh? What you know about that? What you know about that Hammond organ right there? Yeah, that right there. I want to thank all the subscribers, visitors, contributors, for participating in the Hush Room Quiet Time podcast. Now y'all know, Hush Room, we can't keep them quiet until we get take our medication. Come on now. Y'all got y'all medication? Come on. Let's take our medication. Because you know, according to some people, they say us OGs don't know nothing about what's going on. You know, we too old. We haven't evolved, as they say. You know? So, in remembrance of evolution, we're going to take our medication so we can keep evolving in our thoughts and behaviors and concepts. How about that? Huh? Y'all know anything about that? Lighters in the air. I'm sending notifications out in a little bit. I do have my co-host, Miss Jacqueline. She will be joining me shortly. But I just wanted to, ground myself with you guys since I've been gone so long. We need to have our one-on-one therapy session. Okay. So let's get the lighters in there. If I can get my lighter to work. There we go. Yeah, Mello, we finna make another one. Oh, Lord. Like I said, this is the Hush Room, quiet time. If you want to contribute to the channel, all the information should be in the description box. Also, scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Make sure to check out the community portion of the channel on YouTube. A lot of information, a lot of posts. We're not biased, We try to keep things on the sensible. That's the word. On the sensible, reliable vibe. I'm not promoting no one character, but I do promote truth. How about that? I gotta send my notifications out, but I'm gonna wait for a minute. One thing I did want to address before we get into the meat and potatoes is as far as sports are concerned, do we see the pattern? Do we see where this is going? And we'll talk about a little bit more in depth on this. Been visiting other streams. Shout out to all the LDBC. I'm not gonna start naming names, but you know who you are. Shout out to you. All of them are standing on. All of us are standing on truth, integrity. Not bound to the intentional rewriting of our history. Excuse me. And that's one thing, excuse me, that we can't overlook. The rewriting of our history. That's like telling me when I was growing up, living in the South, that the hooded people didn't exist when I looked at it with my own eyes. The rewriting of history is like telling me that I didn't see our African American men hanging from trees just because of the color of their skin. Huh? Yeah, we're gonna talk today. I had a whole lot of sleep. Might be like this for a few days. Okay? Rewriting history in sports of what I saw and trying to tell me what I didn't see and why it doesn't matter. It's like telling me that I didn't see African American women violated, violated, and dare to say anything about it, Okay, y'all, you ready for this? You ready for this? And what makes it so bad? What makes it so bad? The revision of the sports history is not to evolve, as they say. It is to, I don't know if it's even a word. I might want to look this up before I say it. But I'm going to say it anyway because I'm GG. And you know, I got a little gangster in me. We devolving. We devolving from using our brains and our minds, critical thinking, and just outright truth. The truth don't even matter no more. I don't care if you saw him flying around in the air, walking, you know, it's like, I don't care if you saw him walking on water. It don't matter no more. I don't care if you saw him with ice packs on his shoulder and learning how to shoot threes with his left hand. It don't matter no more because I'm greater. Greater than who? Yeah, I said it. I got a lot more to say, but you ain't saying nothing. Yeah, I'm still on your neck. I forgot. Gigi, we got memory. Okay. If we ain't got memory, we got memory sticks. How about that? I'm gonna have my friend Jackie. Let me send her the link. She's gonna come in and enlighten us about some of these political things that have been going on in our society. Now, we're not gonna take no sides. Ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that going on. We're not taking sides. We just gonna enlighten you to some of the news that you may have missed. You may know more than us, but we just want to put our stamp on it. Okay? So, like I said, there's no agenda for today. We just talking, having conversations. Okay? Like at the beauty shop or at the barber shop, whichever one you choose. Okay? Let me see. Hope you guys are having a great Labor Day. I don't know what kind of labor you may be doing today. You know, there's all kind of labor, as they say. And some labor bring new life into this world. How about that? If there's some labor that you get paid pennies and quarters for. Yeah. And then there's some labor, I kind of like this one, where you just chill, Netflix and chill. Yeah, I like that kind of labor. That leaves, you know what I mean? But that's going to be discussed on our grown folks channel. You know, that's a labor too, okay? If you're doing it right. Let me be quiet. If you're not 21 or over, click off the channel. This ain't for you, okay? This is not for you. Okay. Miss Jackie sent her the link. She should be coming in shortly. Our condolences go out to the families of the last tragic, fatal incident at the school. I don't know why they keep going to these schools. What is that's at the schools? What is going on with our school system? Is there something inside the schools that we need to be made aware of? Why? Why? Huh? Somebody help me figure that out. Send me a link, snap a chat, TikTok, DM as they say. Hit me on the DMs as the kids say. And help me to understand why our children. But it's a repeat of the book. It's a repeat of the book. They always have gone after the children, trying to find the Messiah or destroy the Messiah before he makes his presence known. Yeah, a lot of y'all don't know. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. Let me see what's going on with Miss Jackie. Hey, straight, Mr. Lou, how y'all doing? I'm gonna send you the link straight. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, okay? I'm trying to get Miss Jackie on so we can talk about these political issues before we move on to, you know what I like to talk about, basketball. You know I like to talk about basketball. We'll talk a little bit about college football. I did watch some college games this weekend, and I'm liking what I'm seeing at Michigan State, y'all. But we're gonna get down to that. We'll get down to that. Miss Jackie, you have been summoned to the hush room. Y'all bear with me. I got a new system. Getting acclimated to it. Oh, shucks. Y'all see, all y'all been asking me about Jackie. She's up here, so all y'all fans is, not only fans, she's here, okay? She's here, okay? We both are here. So, how did your salad work out, Jackie? Hey, we don't want to talk about that, huh? Hot mess. Girl, you can't be trusting these folks if they got your last name. You know what I'm saying? They ain't cooking nothing. That stuff is coming out of pressure cooker.
No pressure on that.
I know that's right. It needs to be depressurized like it's in a plane or something. But I didn't bring up any specific topics, so let's get it going. We're gonna talk about politics and economics for a minute. We don't do a lot of that, but we do want to make sure that segment is represented on this channel in the hush room, because some things that's going on in politics and economics, they need. Boy, I woke up saved. I'm going to bed saved. I'm going to bed saved. That bipolarism button. Every time I think about politics, that button gets pushed. Okay, so let's start. You got anything that you would like to address first? Anything that I might can put some GG on it. What's going on here lately? I know the first thing that I saw this morning is that they can't find Trump. Huh?
I didn't lose him.
I don't know, but they can't find his. Excuse me, they can't find his punk ass. Okay. So where the hell he go to? How you going? You did what? He didn't call in to work saying he ain't coming in today. Where the hell he at? Ain't he supposed to be on Pennsylvania Avenue? Where the hell he at? Where you at, Jackie?
Not in my pocket.
I didn't think you could call in sick as the leader of the nation. When do you? What, he got 6 days now? Did he go on vacation? Didn't tell nobody?
Got his own thing.
What the hell? Thanks for and shout out to Two Raw for putting that out there because ain't nobody else talking about it. Y'all want to let this joker go missing and don't say nothing about it. But that's the devil is a lie. That joker done went missing with my Social Security. You better come on back here, boy. I need my check. That's crazy. And then you want to talk about what the previous administration didn't do or did do, and then you want to talk about the one before that, what they did do and didn't do. What the hell going on, Miss? You a veteran? Where your previous boss at?
He wasn't my boss.
He was your boss when you was in the military.
No, man.
Well, okay, well, he's somebody's boss over there, and he ain't showed up.
But neither term he wasn't my boss.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. How you gonna just not show up? Huh? Ain't you gotta write a letter to somebody to let them know you not at the house so they can continue on with their business as usual, huh?
He trying to hide them records.
Trying to hide them records?
Yeah. Them Epstein files.
The Epstein files. Lord have mercy.
Because his name all over them. All they gotta do is go to Netflix and look at it. That's why I seen it at.
Your name is on Netflix on the files, and now you done called in sick to work.
I mean, if they watch Netflix showed the Epstein files. Had him going to the island because Trump was there. He was on video. I know you were joking already.
Girl, please, I've been. When did the choking stop? Okay. Lord have mercy. I had to take my medication because I've been diagnosed with bipolarism. Me and you established that. You and I established that. I've had bipolarism for most of my life. The stuff they give people pills for to cure them, which is actually a chemical imbalance. Yeah, I've been suffering with that for most of my life. And what it comes from, let me explain my bipolarism to you. What it comes from, I'm fine. I'm sitting at the house. I'm watching Leave It to Beaver, the Brady Bunch. I'm watching all the little family episodes. And then I turn it to a channel and I see something on the TV or somebody said something. And I call it glitching. I don't know what Jackie, what we call I turn on the news and my body gets to shaking and my head gets to itching. I done scratched all the hair from the top of my head almost. That's bipolarism. That's that kind of stuff that don't make no sense. It's the kind of stuff where you see people cutting food stamps off of folks that ain't got no food. It's the kind of stuff that you see in politics and economics where you see these billionaires making billions of dollars and you got folks right down the street can't eat, Jackie. No. And then the bipolarism acts up when you talk about these Epstein files. These men going to different islands to do some violations. Let's just call it that. That's when the bipolarism tends to activate itself.
Polarism activates.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. You know, because you want me to believe that your assessment, behaviors, concepts, thinking is legitimate when the book says, no, you don't do that. And if it's so legitimate, why you gotta go to the island and participate in your behavior? Why come you can't do it down the street on Fifth Avenue? Because, Lord have mercy, let me stop. Because I feel the bipolarism coming up. I feel it.
Raggedy.
So, we said one thing. Pennsylvania Avenue, I guess, well, it is a holiday, so maybe he's enjoying his Labor Day. Okay, we'll give him
He ain't working. That's what Labor Day is for people who work.
Oh, really? Well, he got swollen legs. He must be working off the. He got to be working.
Where he working?
McDonald's.
Them legs, them hands, makeup.
Anything else that we can think of? See, this is September. Anything else that we can think of that is
It's the first of the month.
Uh-oh. She don't want hip hop on you. It's the first of the month, huh? Lord have mercy. I can't think of anything else because, like I said,
well, you know, Miss Cook got that lawsuit out.
Miss Cook.
Lisa Cook. The
Okay.
one I tried to fire.
Oh yeah, you was telling me the one he tried to fire. She said, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't putting me out. Okay. So she still got the lawsuit.
Yep. And she working her job. She doing her job as well.
Okay. Are there any legitimate reasons why he wants to fire her that we can account for?
DEI.
What was that?
DEI.
DEI. Oh, see, there go the bipolarism. Uh-oh. Lord Jesus. So the DEI is eliminating people, diversity in the workforce, right? Okay.
Because he can't get her for mortgage fraud, because he tried that once.
So he just throwing stuff up against the wall to see if it works.
Yep, pretty much.
Lord have mercy. Well, Miss Cook, pray you got a good legal team, because you know, people that's trying to hide stuff from the islands, you know, they got deep pockets and deep resources.
He doing the same. He trying to do that to Letitia James.
Letitia James.
He's going after everybody. He talking about mortgage fraud.
Well, we should be in on that lawsuit because he ain't paying the mortgage up there on Pennsylvania and he's tearing everything down. So that's a fraud, mortgage fraud. Okay, we can put those two words together to establish a lawsuit if we want to do that.
On Mar-a-Lago, but charging all them people.
Lord have mercy. Any bills that you know of that might be that might be coming up?
Bills,
Bills
no.
that they're trying to
Everybody
pass?
else bills going high. No, except for they're still trying to. California will be doing their special election in November
Mm-hmm.
for their redrawing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're aiming at the Republicans like the Republicans and Governor Abbott did in Texas. So that means they took Jasmine Crockett's district. But she says she will run again in 2026.
So what is that?
So they took her by them remapping
right
districts. They took her
right.
district. She pretty much don't have a district anymore.
Okay.
So those
they mapped her out.
Looking for the 5 seats that he was looking for, it pretty much was the black 5 Democrats that he was trying to take. And so by Governor Abbott redrawing Texas, it would take 5 seats. So California retaliated against Texas about it. And they were like, well, if you can do it, we can do it. And we're bigger, you know. He was like, don't mess with, you know, they say, don't mess with Texas, and, you know. But, you know, how big California is. So if California do they remapping, it's going to take a lot of Republican seats.
Dang. So you just going to remap the country for your benefit, for their benefit.
Yeah, so Trump trying to run for a 3rd time. So that's why he's trying to remap everything. He doesn't want to get out of office.
He said that. Not to bring up the past, but he said once I get in there, I'm not coming out.
That's why he's remapping all the seats. So because he knows that if he leaves it the way it is, Democrats gonna take over next year.
Lord Jesus, we can't get rid of this. This joker is just like J.J. Reed. We can't get rid of this doggone mosquito. Keep buzzing around. Yeah. Man. What do you want? What do you want to get? What will it take to get rid of you? What? You done stole all the money. You still stealing the money. Okay? What do you want? Just go on back to wherever you came from, please. Because you know you not an American either. You do know that, sir. Huh? You wasn't born over here. The very people that you got eyes on, they need to be knocking on your door. Huh? Let me shut up. Because the bipolarism is kicking in. You taking people out the country that you say don't belong here. But what about your papers? What about your papers? Don't nobody want to talk about that. Lord have mercy. Well, not to change the subject, but to change the subject, I just wanted to read something. As of today, the interest rates on mortgages were changed. As of today, I'm just going to read you a little something that I found online as far as the mortgage rates. I'll try to read as fast as I can, no speed reading. But it does say as of September the 1st, 2025, a 30-year fixed mortgage rate is around 6.375% to 6.74%. And a 15-year fixed rate is around 5.375% to 6.01%. With the extent rate depending on the lender and the loan specifics.
It's still high.
Still high. Still high.
Yeah. Because they were at 7. So it's still high.
Still high. And what they had dropped down to what? I thought I had saw them one time. Hadn't it dropped down to about 4 or 3?
They used to be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Before he got in office, they used to be 3.
So anyone listening to the hush room during quiet time, just understand, yes, it has dropped, but it excels so high that the drop still makes it high. I don't know if I would want to buy a house right now anyway. Because the equity, it's going to take you a long time to build some equity with these rates, right?
Yeah. This
I'm
is
telling you,
like
huh?
it's not a buyer's market because it's so high.
Mm-hmm. It's not a seller's market either because ain't nobody got no money. Only people buying houses here in the 702 are, the billionaires, millionaires. Those are the only ones buying houses right now. And they not buying them up in just one at a time. They buying whole communities. Whole communities, knocking them down and putting in supposed to be affordable housing for senior citizens and low income families. But a 1-bedroom studio, 560 square feet, is about $1,600 a month. That's the start out. That's the base. That ain't counting if you want security, if you want access to the internet services. That's not counting that. We talking about 500 square feet now costing as much as a house used to 3 years ago in Las Vegas. Before the Raiders. Let's just say before the Raiders moved here. 500 square feet, 560 square feet, Jackie. Is that a bedroom?
No.
No. Bedroom is usually what, 10 by 11? We talking about less than bedroom space. $2,000. And that's here in the 702. That's saying that you want to be in a neighborhood where you ain't got to worry about the streets being cracked. You ain't got to worry about hearing the pows. You ain't got to worry about hearing the ambulance. You ain't got to worry about, the walls having mold on it. You ain't got to worry about somebody looking out the window trying to figure out what you doing when you coming home, when you leaving home.
What
Those
is
kind of. Girl, please. That's crazy. So they try to push the middle class out. Ain't no, it's either you on the lower end of the spectrum, or you on the 6-figure end of the spectrum. All that stuff in the middle, it don't matter no more. It don't matter. Hey, Trey, baby. So, what are our people gonna do?
Well, you see, he told the homeless people in DC they need to move out or they going to jail.
I see you, Trey. He said move out or go to jail.
Yep.
Y'all bear with my system, okay? Wrong tone, I see you, baby. I got this new system, and it's acting like it don't want to act right. I push the button, like the little girl say, push the damn button, and the button don't want to push, and then I go back to unpush the button, and then the button push. So y'all give me a minute, okay? It's not GG, it's this cheap ass stuff that they call high class, okay? I've been paying money, they don't want to act right, okay? Jackie?
Yes.
Okay, so our guests have arrived. It's not the only fans, but our fans have arrived. Our gentlemen have arrived. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared now. Oh Lord. Let me see if I can add Trey this time. Trey, I'm trying to add you. There you go. Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me? I can't hear you though. I can't hear you. You
You
on
on
mute. You
mute.
on mute.
It sounded like a
There
little
you
echo. I was trying to fix it.
go. How you doing? Happy Labor Day.
I'm all right. How y'all doing?
We doing
So
all
this
right.
this
We talk.
this this birthday month for me, so I'm loving it. I'm
Me
Virgo.
too. Me.
I'm Virgo.
Me
I'm
too.
stepping into the Virgo scene.
Yeah, me too. You know how us Virgos do. You know we had to break it down. We surgical with our
Uh,
birthdays. Okay.
yeah, they don't even know. They don't even know. We already knew it.
hmm We start
Everything
this year
planned out good.
for
How you
next
guys
year.
doing?
We've been good.
How
We've
y'all
been
doing?
good.
How you ladies doing?
We've been. Jackie, this is Trey. Trey, that's my co-host. Jackie, she's my girl. We've been together. We've been friends. Well, almost 15 years. She's she lives in Georgia. She's a veteran.
Okay.
She talks about all kind of political stuff. Her football team is the Pittsburgh Steelers over there with Aaron Rodgers. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
she ain't
At
got
least
no
y'all got
basketball
5 Super
team.
Bowl rings.
Lord have mercy.
No,
Jackie?
did you say
At least
five?
y'all wanted the stables
Did you say five?
in football. Well,
Did
they
you
got
say
more than
five?
5, but I'm saying you're
Okay.
really not a champion dynasty in football if you don't have at least 5.
Well, we have
Oh
six.
Lord.
We have
Oh
six.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh, I know y'all got 6, but when,
Okay.
before they start sharing them now, it was only Dallas, Pittsburgh,
Uh, yeah.
49ers. Those were the only teams that knew what it felt to have past 5s.
And they tried to make Pittsburgh the All American team, but we didn't want that name.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys on it. We America team. No, you're not.
Don't talk about my
No,
team
you're
now,
not.
Trey.
Not
Don't talk
after that.
about my team
Not after
now,
that
Trey.
picture. Not after that
Trey.
picture, Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones with the social security. Jerry Jones with the social security number of 2 don't know what he doing. He's so old. He need to go into the hospital.
Yeah.
How you gonna give me out,
Why?
man?
This
He
Lying
just
it,
there.
need to let the
why?
people do their job that he paid. You know,
Why he sent
you just
Michael
now, I'm
Parsons
paying
to
you
the
to be the cash
Packers?
register, but I'm coming down here talking about move out the way. Let me do this.
Connie,
Mm-hmm.
why
Mm.
he why he got rid of Michael Parsons to the Packers?
I don't think he want to leave his kids none good.
I
I
don't
think he
either. I
like,
think
I
this
think
is a
I'm getting up
setup.
out of here. I'm about to sabotage this shit.
That's what I think. That's what I think, Trey. I think this is a deliberate setup for a money grab. Cause you know you can get a money grab if your if it goes down. There's a payout through the government
Yeah.
if your company if it goes under at this
You
magnitude.
know they all share and they all share money anyway. They never really lose in football.
Damn.
They share like certain little. That's why they do things like that to make sure certain franchises don't die out because they need that
That's
franchise
it.
yeah, we need you to pay your yearly annual.
And see, to move them out,
They all in competition. All of them in competition. As in, I want to be the number one owner this year, but all y'all trying to make each other money.
yep, yep,
Y'all need
yep.
to have good games. You need the Jaguars to be better. That's why they sell to another city. Once this
Yep.
owner can't bring in the revenue that they need, it's nothing personal, city. We just need cheese. People forget. How did Utah get the name Jazz? Because it ain't no jazz in Utah. They were the New Orleans Jazz. And they moved it to just like OKC Thunder. There ain't no Thunders out there. They should have called them the OKC Tornadoes. That's what the hell goes on out there, tornado.
Right in the tornado line.
Yeah, but then you moving from the Supersonics. Why? The revenue wasn't the same no more.
Yep. Two total.
Y'all lost Sean Kemp. Yeah, it was a dying franchise out there, Seattle. They stopped caring about basketball for a while because y'all traded all their players. And now they're thirsty for basketball like we were thirsty for football. See, they used to dip in so much, but LA had double everything. So we could sacrifice a football team because we got 2 baseball teams out here. We got 2 basketball teams out here. We got 2 of every goddamn. We even got 2 goddamn college football teams. So that's what's our football. Before we had the Raiders, the Rams back and forth, we just said to hell with it. We're gonna stick with USC football. That's what we did. And they gave us, when they see that the revenue went back up, oh, LA, they got some millions out there. Oh, what, they gonna build a stadium? Oh, we gonna get them football again. Because of the money only, because we could build a stadium. We had people out here now, whatever, who moved out here, wanted to build that stadium, wanted to build and make some money. That's the only reason why they gave us the Rams. Then look what was going on at the same time in St. Louis. Remember that riot and all that? That boy got killed by the police?
Yeah.
They needed that team to get the hell out of there. You got that going on, and then a little bit after that, you got Kaepernick kneeling. Oh yeah, they like, we ain't gonna make no money out here in St. Louis. So they think it's all about money. That's why they could trade anybody. It's all money now. Everything. I don't care what it is.
Everything is all
even
about
the bus
money.
driver. Like, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with this. What I'm saying is, when I was growing up, people was happy that they had their job. They took pride in it. I don't care if they was the damn cashier at Sears. That's how old I'm going back. Circuit City. All these things, they have respect. The bus driver loved to be the bus driver. Now the bus driver rule might not even let your ass sit down, pull right on off, make you fall in somebody's lap.
Right. Well, we'll take it back.
Like it's just, I'm just here to get paid. Yeah, I'm just here to get paid. I don't really care if I do the job right.
Right. I want my benefits. Let's
security guards.
Yeah.
They sleep. Yeah. You come down there, you see them, they sleep in the booth. You like, this nigga protecting me? He don't care. He just getting paid. I'm gonna go to sleep for these 8 hours.
Hell yeah. Or he in the closet with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, doing something. Yeah, like it ain't nobody take their job serious no more.
No, they don't. Let's take it back further. My daddy was a ditch digger. Okay, he drove bulldozers and dump trucks, but he loved the hell out of his job.
He felt respect. He felt like, shit, somebody gave me a job to earn money to feed my family.
Yeah. We was in the sandlot. Going home looking like little Red Robin, because we all up in the sand pit, you know? When he was pulling that dumpster.
Told me, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a janitor. He said, you better be the best goddamn janitor in the building.
That's right. And it's not about the job, it's about your attitude about the job.
And that's why we get it in everything now. Everything, what they call it, it's a little watered down. It ain't, you know, when you go to the restaurant, the food ain't the same. Y'all don't cook like y'all used to. You remember when y'all used to put y'all foot up in there?
Have you going back to the restaurant?
You just put the toe up in there. Don't put the toe in there, put the whole foot in there.
The food is coming out of the pressure cooker, and the customer service is coming out of angry workers.
Yep, that's it. Everybody just waiting to get home. Hurry up and get on some streaming. Hurry up and get on TikTok. Like, you even at work, flipping my food or whatever you doing. Stacking my, you the stock boy, and you TikToking while you stocking.
Yeah, you going live.
Or you twerking. You talking about all that work, twerking. Like, I be looking at these TikToks, I be laughing, but it's like, this lady is a real nurse, working at Kaiser Permanente. Talk about twerking while you giving somebody a heart evaluation or something. Like, what the
fuck? That used to be my That used to be my shit too. I used to love me some Kaiser when I was in California. But
man, that's what I'm saying. How it ain't even serious no more. You know what I mean? You see somebody coming in, and you like, so my doctor be twerking. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to be my doctor. I want you to be my doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean no offense, but I can't take you serious if you up in here twerking in the hallway.
No, you can't be scheduling. You can't be scheduling my triple bypass with twerking. No.
And you worried about how many likes you worried about how many likes you got.
Yeah. You can't be scheduling my stint that I just had while you on the TikTok.
Yeah, like you gotta. That's how I look at people now. It's like, I'm gonna see your mind frame of it, how serious you are. And when I just took a real long guess, look at the movie. How many movies do they make now that make you want to watch it in 5 years again? That's how watered down that it is. Nobody cares. The directors don't care. The producers don't care. The writers don't care. They just like, just give me my cheese.
Yeah. And they follow
the music. You got 20 songs, but only 2 of them good.
And they all saying the same thing with the same bass line, same.
Yeah, that's why I take your time. Go live life. They up here got y'all food talking about you got to stay in the people's face. No, as long as you got music that stands the test of time, you gonna stay in our ears. We hear you. But you gotta go and live life, have a relationship, break up, go eat something, go buy something, and then that helps you make music. You just sitting in there and this dude put a pencil on a paper in front of you and say, make a song about going to the club. Let me go to the club a few times, nigga.
Yeah. And let it be something like the club that I enjoy. Yeah, let me get
I don't want to just make a song about. I'm not gonna just make a song that I ain't lived no life of.
Come on, now.
That's what they got a lot of these dudes doing. Hey, get out there and tell them that you sold drugs. You ain't stole nothing in your life, but they know that'll sell.
Yeah, and put a big chain on and make sure your pants is baggy, because we don't want our constituents walking around decent. We want them to look like rag dolls.
I never seen Whitney Houston booty. I never seen Aaliyah booty. They never even teased me with it on the video. And guess what? Every man still wanted them. Mm-hmm. They were still selling more than these people selling nowadays. You gotta put your whole booty out just to go.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Patti LaBelle, I don't remember seeing her in no naked scene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all letting them trick you women. I'll be like, I will have a list of women. I'll have a list of, I'll say, Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin. I name every woman. Look, Lauryn Hill. Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen Lauryn Hill booty. And she sold more than any other rap woman off of one album.
Come on now.
Singing about love and pain. And that thing.
Come on now.
She didn't have to show us the thing. We knew what she was talking about.
Right. You mean to tell me you got to show your booty to sell your song?
Yeah.
You got to.
Look. Smokey Robinson. All of them. Guess what? We knew what they was talking about. We knew what they wanted to get out of that woman. They didn't really have to call it out. Y'all making songs. How this a love song and they up here talking about lick and suck and do that. That ain't no love song. That
Come
sound
on.
aggressive.
That sounds like some savagery or something. You gonna get licking and sucking it, you know? I don't know if I even want to be with you or see you, okay? I don't know what you got
You
in
got
there.
Marvin Gaye got one of the greatest love songs. This saying, "Let's get it on."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think us grown-ups know what that means.
I think we do.
We don't.
I think
We do. So I don't need him to. I don't need to spell it out.
You know,
That's where it gets, see, and that's where they basically take your imagination away. See, as a writer, I want you to tell me. I want you to write this, but I want you to tell me about somebody's butt, right? But I don't want you to say butt, booty, nothing. I want you to create a way to make me know what you're talking about without actually saying it.
Right. Creating imagination.
That's how you get creative.
And
this generation, they took this generation imagination because they gave them too many distractions. See, when you can watch TV and see your cartoon, your favorite show, guess what you did? You went there in your room. You start building tents and forts or whatever you did, playing with your Barbie dolls and making voices with them.
Creativity.
These kids don't do. I see these kids. I seen a little boy have 2 wrestling toys. Now, how I used to do it, I don't know. When they gave us like Spider-Mans and Supermans, they had these cartoons. So we kind of knew what their voice sound like. E-Man. So we will act their voice out like we talking like them. These kids just say, boom, bam, bing, bing, bam. He was just smacking these damn toys together. And the head flew off. And that shit cost like $50-something. I know it. Yeah. I said, these kids don't know how to take care of nothing. Look, shoes. They want shoes by the bundle, right? Now, shoes is way higher than what they used to. But y'all don't take care of them to make them last. Boy, my mama could buy me some shoes. I got them damn shoes 365 days, maybe even to the next year.
Man, please, come on. I got clothes in my closet that's 100 years old. My mama's dresses.
Man, you gotta take care of stuff. It's too much they put in your mind. Just replace it. You know what that is? That's buying something. Everybody say they're a leader, right? But we all listen to these people tell us when we need to celebrate something. Like right now today, they telling you when to celebrate labor. And you gonna do it. You gonna take whatever they give you. They gonna tell you when to buy your kids a lot of gifts in a couple more months in Christmas.
Yeah.
And you
they
gonna do
promote the gifts that they want you to buy.
Yeah, come on, everybody. You can tell Christmas ain't the same. When Christmas come around, you don't see no kids outside running around smiling no more. Cause it ain't about that no more. Them damn kids want some money, canes, go to a concert or some shit.
Yeah.
That's their Christmas. They just what? That's it. Ain't nothing about no family. Ain't no TV shows. Ain't none of that. Watching a TV show, Christmas episode, none of that shit no more.
No, ain't no grandma ain't sitting in the corner. Big mama ain't there no more. If Big mama there, she got a weed
family coming out here from New York or down south. Ain't no more of that. Everybody in their own little streaming world.
Right. Ain't no video playing on the TV showing the last Christmas.
Yeah, look, no more. What's that? Look, ain't no more. Merry Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
You don't hear none of that when you walk in the house.
No.
Them old ass. And this Christmas will be. Yeah, no Christmas spirit. That's what I'm saying. People, they don't do that. Right. Ain't no decorations in the house. Only decorations these people know is a damn tree. Oh, go get the Christmas tree. They don't even put no damn lights on it. Just go get the Christmas tree.
Yeah. They got Travis Scott and all them guys playing in the background. The girls in there trying to figure out who they gonna hook up with.
And they twerking.
Yeah, they twerking.
And they twerking over Santa cookies.
Yeah. Come on
They in
now.
here twerking over
Come
Santa
on
cookie,
now.
dog.
Yeah. You get your
And the kids right
get
there
your
watching them.
Right.
Look at your
Right.
daughter learn how to twerk. Look at her. Look, your daughter. Hey,
Uh-huh.
look, your daughter know how to clap her ass at 6 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know what she's gonna be doing in 2 more years.
Yeah, you think that's something smile like when I was born? What? Hey, get their ass. Hold up. Let me name my girl cousin that's my age, young. Let them come out there and think they're gonna put their hands on their knees and make their back go in and out. Boy, you
No.
gonna get the word whooping of your life. You know one of these
No.
aunties, somebody about to snatch the shit out you.
Yeah. Them pigtails finna be gone. Okay? They finna be
Yeah,
gone.
they
You
gonna
gonna need.
tell you fast, your little fast ass. Get your little fast ass in the house out here. Popping your fucking ass and shit out here. They
Right.
gonna
Right.
whoop
What
your
the
ass.
DL?
They gonna spank
Yeah.
your ass off. You ain't gonna have an ass to
Yeah.
pop when they through with you.
Right. What did DL say? You gonna have to take a nap. You gonna have to take a nap when they get
Yeah, because
through.
it's an age for that. It's an age for that. It's an age for that. It's a time
Yeah,
for
it
that.
is. Yeah, it
And
is.
I'm not gonna be the one that teach you how to shake your ass at 5 and 8. People talking about, well, they gotta know how to dance. They believe me, you don't gotta teach nobody how to dance. Rhythm is built into your ass.
Come on now, you come in with rhythm.
If you don't know how to
come
dance,
in.
you don't know how to dance.
Mm.
That's your
Jackie.
love. If your passion is to move, if your passion is to move your body when you hear music, you gonna learn how to do it good.
Right, and it's gonna
Enough
be
at least.
natural, authentic. It's gonna be authentic.
Yeah, shit. Everybody ain't a professional dancer, but we got school dancers, right? And everybody around here doing the Y2C. They over there doing the hustle. Yeah, you learn how to get rhythm. You will learn it in practice. But why you teaching her at 6 years old a dance that make a man want to take you home, though?
At 6 years old, what is that all
Yeah,
about?
at 6 and 8 years old. Why is you teaching her how to make a man say, God damn, when she dance?
See, that's
Instead of
the
it
question
looking
right there.
cute, instead of her looking cute like her age, doing a nice little dance, because you don't know, you might be training your daughter to slide down that pole in a few years.
Come on now.
Then you're going to be mad at her. Why the fuck you out here stripping? Well, damn, mama, you taught me how to clap my ass at 6. I ain't teach you how to do it. Well, shit, you doing it in front of me, shit, and didn't give a fuck that I seen you. I felt like you was teaching me.
You let me watch it on TikTok. You let me watch it on
Yeah, like you let me
Snapchat.
know there was just certain things you couldn't do. Like, I come from the generation. My mama don't know a damn sex scene about to come up. She, hurry up, boy, hurry up, don't you look. I'm over there, damn. Let me get a pixie shit.
But see, we don't have that accountability anymore, Trey. That's the thing about it. And while we talking, what do you think about what's going on with the Lakers right now? Just let me know what your thoughts are
Ooh.
about that, honey.
I'm patient now. At first, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm patient. I told people, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's gonna watch, right? Because we know he's an opportunist, right? If he see the Lakers playing like champions, like, oh shit, Luka fit to take the Lakers to the finals, he gonna stick around. That's another finals appearance. It don't matter if he win or not. You feel me? Oh, I done been to the finals 12, 13 times.
Right.
That's that. He's looking at that. He's gonna ride that out. But if he's not getting any credit though with that, like if they're not talking about him and Luka, and they saying it's really Luka, he gonna be up out of there by the trade deadline. You know how he like to get everybody out of there by the All-Star game.
Right.
That's how he gonna leave. He gonna leave out because and plus, ain't no team gonna really want to make a move. Everybody, when you start a season, you don't see everybody just starting on day one. Oh, it's been this trade, it's been that trade. You need to see what your team look like, how much he gonna average. We need to let him make himself tradable. We need you to average 18 this year. Why? So we could trade your ass. You know, shit like that. So I think that the Lakers and other teams, for instance, if he was going back to Cleveland, it depends. Like Cleveland, it'll have to be Donovan Mitchell got fucking hurt or something. Somebody that they need on that team goes down, they might be like, man, our season over. So let's just get LeBron and get some nostalgia. Everybody waving at him. You know what I mean? Hey.
Right.
That type of shit. That's all I see. Anybody getting LeBron. Yeah, anybody getting LeBron right now, you don't want no championship. You want to make some money. You want that retirement money.
There you go.
You want them jerseys that everybody gonna be wearing. Everybody gonna be buying baby powder and shit.
I don't know why.
You know, that's a smart move.
Yeah, it is. It's a money move, like you said.
If I'm a broke franchise, like if I'm Washington or you know, one of those franchises that ain't doing too good, Orlando Magics,
Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the money right now. This season, I'm going for the money grab. I ain't winning shit.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna think. At least I know that my team made the most money this year.
Yeah, right.
You know, the Lakers, think about it. Even though we were probably like the second, the third or fourth worst team in the league, nobody cared because it was just about seeing Kobe that last year. Nobody cared about the record. All you cared about is Kobe Bryant and just seeing that man shoot the ball. Just like, oh, he ain't gonna do this no more. You don't want to miss a day.
Yeah.
So, you know, even for the people that don't like Kobe, you want to see him fall on his face for the last time.
Right. And
I want to laugh at this nigga one more time.
Right. It's funny that you would say that. I was watching some videos. I'm going through the research of watching these young children look at Kobe and Jordan and in disbelief of he was really a person. They thought he was a myth, a god. Yeah. And the one girl said she went to go see Kobe's last game, and she said she almost passed out because she thought he was a myth. She
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that with Jim Brown. I'm hearing all this shit, you know, because I'm not in his time.
Right.
But I know they talk about this man, Jim Brown, Cleveland Browns, the best running back. Wait a minute. I'm looking at Barry Sanders and shit. Emmitt Smith and shit. What the hell y'all talking about? Let me go check some of this old ass film out. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what they saying. In his time, before it would be no Barry. Okay, it would be no Barry. Now I understand it. Instead of me just judging it, trying to say, man, Barry Sanders doing spin moves and juking, you know, because he didn't run like that. Jim Brown was a power runner.
Right.
He ain't juking and shit and spin moving and all that shit. He putting his head down and going.
And gone.
Now, this generation will look at that and be like, this nigga ain't got no move. But if that nigga don't do what he's doing in that time, you'll never see another black running back probably again.
He opened the door for
They'll
everybody
give up
else.
on him. Yeah, that's why I say I don't rank Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. I don't rank y'all because if y'all fail, we don't get the rank of a black person, period. They just take y'all out. You know, I don't rank Jackie Robinson. Why? Because he don't have the numbers like Barry Bonds or Ken Griffey. You know, it's some niggas that ain't even Hall of Famers got better numbers than Jackie Robinson. But if it's no Jackie Robinson, I don't see Ken Griffey. So he over. I don't rank him. He over you, Ken, because if he don't make it, you ain't even here. You wasn't the guy they took a chance on to get niggas in here. It was him.
There's a difference. It's a
Yeah, it's a
difference.
difference. You gotta pay. You gotta respect that. It's just like Shaq. Like Shaq said, they asked him to come on Mike Bibby and Eddie House podcast, and he said, they said, "Where do you think you at with the centers?" Because they was like, "I think you number one and number two and shit like that." And he was like, "Well," he was like, "You got Bill." He was like, "You got Will." He was like, "You got." He even said David Robinson. He was like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He said Kareem Olajuwon. Now that's where he stopped it at, right? But what he did, they like. So why you put those two? He said, "It don't matter if I got more rings than somebody." He like, "I watched them. That made me be who I am."
Right.
So if I don't see Kareem, if I don't see David Robinson, if I don't see Will and all these guys, do I even want to be Shaq? See?
Do I even have the chance to be Shaq? You can't can't build a house
do I got
without a
that chance?
foundation. Yeah, I don't even have the chance to be Shaq.
Yeah, if these successful ass big men are garbage, they don't even draft me. They tired of big man coming in here being that. See, so it's like they said. So you put them in front of you for that reason. He said, yeah, just off of homage.
Yep.
You know, you can bring up my stats and all that, but if you ask me who in front of me, I'm gonna tell you whoever I looked up to.
Yep.
You see, Mike don't say he's better than Will. No matter if that nigga inside his house, he say I'm the GOAT. When he around his peers and other people, he got respect.
Yeah, he does.
See, it's a difference on not liking somebody and not having respect. I could be in my house and say F this person, F that person. I don't mess with you. But if I see you in somewhere and I don't put my hands on you, I don't do nothing, somewhere I got some type of respect not to try to physically harm you. I just don't mess with you. It's a difference. It was like Kobe and Shaq. Them niggas didn't like each other, but they respected what they can do on the court. I know you can help me win a championship. So I'm going, it's like at work. It's being at work. You don't like everybody you work with. You're just being fucking cordial.
There you go. You don't like your supervisor, but you want that job. Yeah. Okay, so you gonna show
your
that
boss
respect.
Call your ass. He don't look. Your boss call you. You like, oh yeah, I'll be right in there, sir.
Yeah.
Once you get that phone hung up, you like, goddamn motherfucking bastard.
Calling me on this phone.
You bothering my ass all day. You goddamn old ass nigga. You can't do nothing for yourself.
Yeah, and then you walk through the door and his office looking like candy, okay? Shit.
Yeah, how many of us, you don't even want people in your business. It's your workplace. So you could have had an argument, a bad real day before you got here. You got the boo-boo face on. Yeah. But once you walk right between them doors to your job, everybody.
Yeah, that mask falls down. Yeah, that mask falls down.
Yeah, you gotta, hey, I'm at work, man. I can't bring home here. If I bring home here, I'll be beating up everybody right now.
If I told you how I really felt about you, I had to go to the trunk, okay? If I told you how I really felt about
you just not had an argument, girl probably left you. You don't know, and your boss, first thing, once you get in there, your boss like, come here. You really want to tell this nigga, kiss my ass today. I ain't in the mood.
Yeah. I'm going to hit you with this briefcase.
But I can't do that. The smart me, the smart person in me, know better. Now, if I didn't give a shit about this job, I'll tell you to fuck yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't even came in. I'd be like, man, I had the mic drop on your ass. I'm not wasting my gas coming in.
Everybody is doing something that you kind of don't want to do. It don't matter what it is. You don't literally want to go to the grocery store, but you got to.
You don't want to go to the laundromat? Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't want to do none of that stuff. You don't even want to go to work. You wish you knew how to make money.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to work. You wish that shit just showed up.
Yeah. You wish you owned the restaurant as opposed to working at the
Yeah,
restaurant.
everybody. Don't nobody want to go and be working for nobody. But that's the system. Because if all of us is billionaires, right? I want everybody just really listen. If we all got money, and I mean all of us, the whole world, everybody is a millionaire. We're not going to be a millionaire for long. Because no fucking body's going to work for nobody.
Ain't gonna be no grocery stores.
You need workers. And the only people who will work for you is people that don't got money. So they will never let the world have that real American dream. Everybody will never have the white picket fence in the house. But they will tell you to get you to work and go to school and do their whole system. If you do this, if you do this, if you do that, you get this.
You can be like me. You can
That's
be
a big ass lie.
like me. Yeah, Jackie. Are you still here, girl? But the one thing I wanted to bring up too, when you said millionaires, you remember? I don't know if you guys remember. About 4 years ago, they began to call the United States working class human capital. They don't even look at us as humans anymore. We are human.
No, because America is for sale. People don't understand that. America don't own nothing. America is selling out everything. They selling the cars out. They sell their food out. They sell everything they sell. They paying every other country for everything. So basically, all it is, that's why the Bible says what it says. Everybody been drinking from her wine. Everybody been drinking from her bosom. That's America. Yeah, she's feeding the whole world. And that's how you stop it. This ain't nothing but basically to the whole world. This is an escort.
This the
I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up with this girl I know. Her name, she called America. Some people call her North America. Somebody call her USA, but I call her America though. She give it up. Look, she giving it up to everybody. She don't care what's your creed. She don't care. She say, "Come as you are."
Yeah. Another thing I want you to. That
don't sound too intriguing to me when you look at it. That sound desperate. A country talking about everybody come on the Statue of Liberty. We don't care who you is. Well, I care who you is. Don't be no damn terrorist. Don't be no damn rapist. Like I care who you is.
Don't be no damn thief. You know.
Yeah, like no, don't come as you are. If you coming on as a murderer, you stay your ass where you at.
That means we ain't got no standards. We just, like you said, we just taking anybody.
Exactly. That's why I said people gotta read through that shit.
Yeah, we
that's
got
a desperate ass country.
Yeah,
that's a desperate country.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's going on with the Lakers. We don't care if you ain't got no championships. We don't care if you got the most turnovers. We don't care. We don't care. We ain't care that you just change your address 4 times. We don't care about none of that. Okay.
Yeah, we don't care if you cheat the game. We don't care if you cheated.
Yeah, we don't care if you've been to the parties. We don't care about none of that. Okay, just come on over here.
Just come on. We don't care. We don't care. If you don't take the game serious.
Yeah, we don't care that the one that was with us for 20 years committed his life, soul, body, blood, fingers, toes, shoulders. We don't care if you desecrate his memory. Just come on over here.
Nope, we don't care at all. We don't got no morals.
You got no standards, no morals. I'm sitting all on the floor with you all of it, like we at the movies or something while your wife watching me at home. I'm just sitting laying all on you with my blowing ass hair all on your shoulders. And you sitting there like a king. Giggling and shit like you some fool.
I'm giggling and you ain't even saying nothing funny.
Yeah, yeah. All on the floor where Kobe and Vanessa
Yeah.
showed honor. Huh?
And look, and if I ain't enough, I got my homegirl Ramsey on the side of you right there.
Yeah, yeah.
If you need a little bit more, if you need two
yeah,
white girls.
yeah. And then, I got my boyfriend finna fight the whole team. He don't even know what he talking about. He walking around with his wool jacket on, look like somebody knitted it last year, trying to fight the whole team.
I looked at Jeannie when she did that. I said, not like that. I don't mean no disrespect. I said, well, damn, you might as well just go and blow on it. Go on and blow on it in front of everybody. You might as well just go on and blow on that shit. Yeah.
This the OnlyFans version of the Lakers, okay? Just throw it on out there.
See, I told everybody, I said, y'all gotta know Jeannie's bus history. This the same daughter who went in her daddy's office and told Hugh Hefner them take nasty pictures.
Come on now.
It's that same daughter, all in her daddy's office with thongs up her ass.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, check the receipts. Yeah, that's her.
And people forget. She had rumors, but people was like, damn, why Kuzma stayed? Remember? Oh shit, what Kuzma? Oh, she liked Kuzma.
Yeah.
They was having rumors with her and Kuzma.
And then didn't she have something going on with Walton?
That's what I'm saying. They always, Gene, you all look, Phil Jackson. That's how we got him, because you went over there and blew on something.
Threw it out there.
You went over there and showed them your Playboy pictures.
Yeah.
Say, remember when I did this?
Her name
when I posted
shows
Playboy?
her. You wanna reenact this? You wanna reenact this shot right here?
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. That's just what you did.
Yeah.
Set there, and that's when Jerry West left. He said, I don't like mixing business and all that with pleasure. Like you dating Phil and all that, the coach. He like, you and him go bad. We out of coach.
Yeah.
You know, if y'all don't go right, he gonna leave. Or if he ain't doing what you want, you might fire him.
There you go. That's too much business and pleasure.
That's too much.
That's too much.
And y'all work together too. Y'all work together.
Yeah. And what the problem is, you took it from being behind the doors, young lady, and you sat on the side of the floor doing your thing.
Yep. Because you couldn't watch somebody else getting interviewed. You wanted to be the face. She always wanted the Lakers. She always wanted to be the face of it. But look what happened. Once you got in it, once y'all got it, y'all got to sell y'all daddy team.
Y'all
lost y'all daddy team.
Yeah, you did. Once you got it,
I don't care if it's a good thing for him. At the end of the day, though, that was your daddy baby. He loved that Lakers shit. And
that
y'all
was his
lost
legacy.
That
was his legacy.
Yeah, man. He bet. Look, you know how they show you the story? All the lies, all the shit your daddy was doing, sneaky shit under the table for the Lakers, just to own them. And you lose them? Oh shit! If he, I know if he knew y'all would lose the Lakers, that nigga would have never got himself in debt before he started winning championships.
Nah, he didn't expect this. He wouldn't have
known y'all. He wouldn't have known they'd run and shit in the ground like that. He thought they watched enough. He thought they watched enough and learned enough. He thought that the people like Jerry West and them will still be around to help his kid, and his kids fucked them all over.
You went from being professional, being elite. I mean, elite. We're not talking about what did Kobe say? He said people wants to come to LA. We don't hang nothing but championship banners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, if I gotta come to this to come to LA, you don't need to come to LA.
Right.
If I have to sit your ass down and draw a Steven Spielberg movie for you, you shouldn't come here. If you just want to hear about the lights, camera, and action, that ain't what you need to come for. I don't want you here for that shit.
Right.
I see that shit every day.
Right.
I don't care about no damn lights, cameras, action. That's why I be seeing people be out there. Man, I hate when people ask me shit like that, just because they be thinking like California is really Hollywood. Like, I mean, LA. Like, hell no, you be seeing Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. I'm sorry to tell y'all, Snoop Dogg them ass don't go outside like that. They ain't never seen
No.
shit. You don't see the motherfuckers like that. None of these motherfuckers.
They militant. They ain't thinking about the lights, camera, action. That's work, okay? Lights, camera, action is work.
They don't care. It ain't none of that. Like, every time you go to Hollywood Boulevard, you gonna see a celebrity. Hell no. Them motherfuckers scared out here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's why they
stand a better chance to see him somewhere.
Everybody moving behind gated community. So when you go there, they have a gated community. You want to go to them? You want to go see Chris Brown and all them? Your ass can go drive to the mountain. Yeah, right over there where Kobe crashed, Calabasas. That's where all they have in the mountains.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that.
That's
out here, like, ain't none of that. Like, you used to see Kobe, like, they don't do that shit no more. Kobe did turkey drives, even Shaq in the ghetto. Shaq coming out here where niggas say cuz and blood and everything. He don't care. He out there talking about Shaq and Carl, come on over here and get a bike.
That was the whole first concept of his shoes. That's why, I mean, they ain't shit, but
yeah, hey, but you know what? For any little kid that want to have somebody famous on your feet, Shaq got the shoe right there for you to afford.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you can't go get them shoes with that man looking like he's jumping and flying in the air. Well, go get the shoes of the dude who breaking the rim.
Go get the one that's busting backboards, okay?
Yeah. What you gonna say? Oh, those Shaq. That's all you can say. You can't say Payless. You can't say Pro Wing. You gotta say those are Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are Shaqs.
Yeah, those are some Shaqs. We working on getting you to the jump man, okay?
I saw. There's a few people who did it. I think Stephon Marbury made his shoes cheap. I think Al Harrington made his shoes cheap before KT. When I think he used to mess with Air One.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, he used to get his shoes used to come from Air One. So it was a few dudes who had affordable shoes, but here in America, they trick you to believe that if you buy the thing that's more expensive, it must be better.
And if you buy the thing that's more expensive, that means you on a different level than certain people. It promotes pride.
Yeah, you can put somebody down now. Hey, look.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, look at my shirt. Yeah, but mine is Gucci. Nigga, that shit just a name.
Yeah.
That shit just a name, bro. A name of a rich ass nigga. But let me tell you something. Let me see what that say on the back of your shit. I don't even know who this is. Whoever this dude is right here, Daniel. He rich than a motherfucker too. He just don't, you know, he don't put his shit out there like, oh, it's the top of the. That shit say cotton on that Gucci. What they made that shit in? It ain't no silver sand and all that. Ain't none of that, huh?
Right.
Okay, so that's cotton. This shirt made out of cotton too, nigga. What the fuck you? They done tricked your ass into buying some more expensive cotton. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Your shoes got a ring.
While you over there spending $1,000 for a t-shirt, and when you spending $1,000 for a pair of shorts, I'm gonna have a whole ass outfit for like $100 and something.
And I'm gonna have
like some change in my pocket too to buy me and my date some food, nigga.
Yeah, we're not going to McDonald's, okay?
Yeah,
we're not going to McDonald's.
You over there talking about no, hell no, you should have bought that expensive ass shoes.
Yeah, you over there eating Wagyu steak. What kind of Jackie? Answer this for me, Jackie. The bipolarism is coming. Wagyu steak. What part of the cow is that we haven't known about?
What is it?
The Wagyu steak, the Wahoo steak, or who you
Oh,
steak,
well,
whatever that fucking
no,
shit
not
is.
that, not that.
What part of the cow is that we haven't known of? Because I grew up on a farm, and my daddy used to kill cows, and I don't remember him saying nothing about the Wagyu. Trey, can you help me out? Got y'all eating meat that you can't even pronounce, mother of us.
Eating a wazoo.
The Wagyu Yugu, okay? This comes from the Caribbean, way down underneath the cave, where the waters is white and the shores is green, and you can't even afford it. You don't even know what it is. You don't know if it's snails, crabs, caviar, or none of that.
I don't even want to. Who wants to? You think you about to tell me? I'd rather eat the fish. I don't want no damn fish eggs. Talking about eat this caviar. Hey man, look, you keep that shit because that's what it is, and I'm gonna eat this fish. You know?
That's why you can't stay healthy.
How y'all confusing people out here? And that's why I said the whole world is backwards. It's spend more, save less. See, if you spend more, if they get your ass who don't make probably more than 30 something thousand or 60 something thousand a year to still spend money acting like your favorite actress, actor, rapper, trying to keep up with them, like you can buy that shit. 2 chains can have 2 chains. Maybe you just need one. Or maybe you can just have a chart.
Maybe you don't need none. You got kids to feed.
What's wrong with this? The thing with, because they put this in us from some old days, slavery days. They put in us to always want what somebody else got.
Yeah.
You never wanted no rims, dubs, 20s until you seen another nigga have dubs. That made you like, what the fuck? When you seen a nigga with some Stacey Adams, you didn't give a shit about what kind of shoes you had on until that nigga told you about Stacey Adams.
Media.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It ain't no, you don't. Who are you? What would you pick if that dude didn't tell you what this shit was? What you would have picked? That's who I want to know. I want to know. That's you. Then. That's you. You know what I mean? That's why I hate when people say, you think I should go here or there? I always tell people, don't put that answer on me. Because if I say go this way and something bad happens, you giving yourself an excuse to blame me.
Escape. Yeah, escape.
Yeah, to get out. To get out of, like, you don't want to go this way. Take full responsibility. Your ass driving to. Don't try to throw that little shit on me.
Don't throw that on.
Yeah, like don't ask me what you should do with your car, like which way you should go, what route you should take, because or what you should wear, anything like that. Because if it don't go right, who you're gonna blame? Me, the person who gave you the advice.
That's it.
So I'd rather you blame yourself, because that's something that's hard for all of us to do. So just make that decision yourself. So if it go bad, you got to look in the mirror and say, I messed up.
See, that's the problem. Don't nobody want to take accountability.
That's why LeBron do what he do. That's why LeBron do what he do. Look, I'm going to go get another superstar. So, and his choice, right? He picked him. He traded for him. But he don't want to say, that's my bad right there. But you can say that one right there made me the GOAT. But you can't say, that little trade right there, that fucked me up. Why you can't say that?
Why you can't say that?
This way you can't come out and be real and say, hey, y'all know what? I really shouldn't have did the decision. That messed me up with my hometown fans. Why you couldn't say, without Miami, I wouldn't be a champion. That's a fact. Why you can't say when I wanted to? I was shopping Kyrie around. That's my bad. And he found out, and he wanted to leave. Why you couldn't say, I went to LA and I probably shouldn't have traded them young niggas.
Right.
I should have let them niggas grow.
Right.
Why you didn't say also when I was in LA, I shouldn't have went for Russ.
Right.
I shouldn't have got greedy. I should. Me and AD already won a championship. We didn't even have him. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have went bust. And then I let everybody shit on him. And I didn't come out there and say, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I asked for him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing.
You know, what type of nigga call you with GG? You call me over there. They tripping outside your house. You call me over there, I pull up. But you ain't opening the door, coming out, letting me in. They beat my ass down. You just gonna let me catch up?
Right.
That's what LeBron do. LeBron, call your ass over there to help him. Hey man, these niggas all in front of my house. Oh, nigga, I'm finna come over there. Then you come over there, and they jump at you here in the house looking out the window.
Yeah, playing peekaboo like you do.
Yeah, he over there talking about, damn.
You just standing there.
That's what they gonna do to me.
Yeah. Why you couldn't say something about? Why you couldn't say something about? You know,
leaders take responsibility. Can you see our president? Can you see our president? Like, you will not be the leader of no country if, like, right now, right? We pick Obama, we pick Trump, whatever. At the end of the day, the country picked this person.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that president say, if he messed the whole country up, he say, well, it's your damn fault. Y'all picked me. You're not a leader.
That's his escape. Yeah, that's an
escape. That's what LeBron do. Well, it ain't my fault.
Yeah.
Y'all picked me.
Yeah. Y'all picked me. Y'all let me go to Miami. Y'all let me go back to Cleveland.
Y'all let me call myself the GOAT. Look, y'all think I'm about to let y'all tell me I messed up, and y'all ain't never told me I messed up? Man, get out of my face.
Get out of my face. I did worse stuff.
It's like your mama and your daddy try to whoop you at 18.
Yeah.
At 18. You didn't whoop me when I was a kid. Don't you even think about picking that bed up.
You didn't whoop me when I was stealing that money out of your pocket. You didn't whoop me when
you had the chance.
Yeah, you didn't whoop me when I was lying on them tests and failing school. You didn't whoop me then, so what? I'm a grown-ass woman. Man, you can't tell me what to do.
It's just a lack of responsibility. Everybody blames somebody. Everybody blames somebody for when something goes wrong. If you late to work, you blaming somebody that was driving in front of your ass instead of just saying, I need to leave earlier.
Yeah, it's traffic.
Yeah, you gonna blame somebody. This motherfucker cut me off, or this motherfucker traffic all jammed up. Well, you need to figure out a better program.
Yeah, you didn't want to say you went to bed late.
Yeah,
you know, you don't want to say.
You know what I mean? You woke up late or something. Stop using excuses. And then when you stop using excuses, you'll get past all the minor shit.
Right. But see, when you build a house on excuses and lies, you got to keep building your house on excuses and lies.
And that's just what he did.
It's going to fall.
And that's just what he did. His whole goddamn career being, I would have won a championship if I had a championship coach. I would have won a championship if I was playing with all of the best players in the league.
That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
And that's exactly look. You passed the ball, right? You thought this nigga was fit to go cut in, but he was just faking out his defender. He faked the cut in and came back out to the three. You throw the ball still, and now it go out of bounds. You over there got your hands open like, what you doing? No, what you doing?
Yeah, that sounds like IQ to me.
How about no blame? And we both look, these two fingers right here, index and this middle finger, we pointed at each other and say, both are our bad.
Yeah, because that sounds like IQ. You don't know the play, partner. You don't know the play.
I would never, like Gigi, if me and you playing basketball, right? I will let you know if I'm a player like that already, right? You my point guard, I'll tell you way before the play. I'll be like, he playing me tight as fuck. Like, close. He's all shadow on me. So I'm going to be on the 3-point line. I'm going to fake hard like I'm going to cut towards the basket. but I'm gonna run back out to the 3-point. I will warn you, because as a basketball player, if you see one of your teammates cutting fast, you thinking give them that goddamn ball first if it's open. So you're supposed to have communication. That's how you build chemistry. You let your teammate know what your tactics are, what your areas are, where you like the ball. Do you like a bounce pass coming off the corner, or do you like a test pass?
Come on now, we ain't got none of that going on in 2025. Everybody's
I'll tell my teammate, because if he don't know, look, I'm coming around the screen. Don't throw me no bounce pass. Don't throw a bounce pass. Why? Because more than likely the defender kind of behind me, and he, a bounce pass can be tipped, like reach the guy for.
Right.
Even a chest pass, I can kind of turn my ass to him at the same time extending my hands towards the ball, meeting the ball, but I can box him out with my ass at the same time with a chest pass.
Right.
I can't do it with a bounce pass, because now I'm putting myself in a vulnerable position to kind of squat down to get it. I can't stay firm.
Right. And the ball is not moving fast enough for you.
Yeah, it's not moving fast. That one little tip gave him time to come and tap it.
Right.
So I need that chest pass off that corner, like coming off that screen.
But that comes from communication and knowing. You want to talk about IQ? You got to have some kind of IQ to have some kind of game. They just running and gunning, Trey. Ain't no setups, ain't no ups and unders, ain't no nothing. It's just running and gunning like you at the YMCA.
I feel like this too. I feel like if you're a great offensive player, this is me. I really do think you should be a great defensive player, because if you're very good at offense, you know what the fuck what a person can do. You know what position they in, what shot they can get off. So you should know where the hell to be at to make that shit uncomfortable.
Right.
When a person is coming through a screen, you should know your opponent. What kind of handles do he got? Do this nigga got a strong left? Do he got a strong right? Do he got a strong handle? Period. Okay. He got an all right handle? I could press him a little bit then. If he ain't got a great handle, I can harass his dribble. Because if you got a great dribble, I'm not reaching in. That's risky. You got a great dribble.
Yeah.
But if you got an all right dribble, I'm gonna try to tap that shit.
And that comes from studying your opponent. What the book says? The book says, think like them, but don't be them. Okay. You got to know what they got. You can't just walk in, oh, he's a shooter. Oh, he's this. Oh, you got to know what muscle is he using when he make that right turn. Does he use that left arm, that right arm, or is he using that left shoulder? You got to know all those kind of ticky-tacky things. What did Kobe say when he figured out Steph Curry's move? He said, I got it.
That's what I look for. Look, I watch LeBron. I say, whenever that nigga rub his chest on his jersey, he's gonna shoot it. He's feeling for grip. He's getting his hands wet on the tip for a little bit of grip so he can spin the ball or whatever he thinks he can do.
Right.
So I already know how to stick you. If I see you grab your chest, I'm about to get in your chest.
Right.
Because you want to do your little slide back, step back three. Because you don't got the quick twitch. You don't got the drive no more. So you're going to shoot more in your older age, LeBron. So you got to know shit like that too.
Yeah, you do.
You're scared of the free throw line. You ain't faster than me to burn me on your first step no more. So you're going to shoot it if I get in front of your lane good enough.
We don't have that anymore, and it's sad. It's sad
they don't allow veterans in the league no more. You got to retire at year 13. Shit.
But just the league in general, Trey. Just the league the personal things. Like, we didn't know about nobody going on no $500,000 day smashing boots back in the day. Who gives a fuck? Who cares about that? They weren't reporting that. That wasn't basketball news.
Now when it's the summertime, Ain't no working on your game. We out here in
No.
Paris, you know,
With
we on
orange
boats and
purses.
shit.
Yeah, walking around with orange purses, trying to
Yeah, we
establish
out here with our
leads and
toes out there.
stuff.
We got our
Yeah,
motherfucking toes out. We on
yeah,
banana boats and shit. We on banana boats.
yeah, yeah. That's basketball news. We ain't seeing no workouts, no none of that, no collaborations, no none of that. We just watching people spend money and commit sin under the pretense of sports.
Man,
Huh? Our America, our NBA, our sports that our children, the next generation behind us is watching and agreeing with this kind of behavior. So you know where this stuff is going to be at in about 4 or 5 years. Huh? This is sad. But nobody want to talk about it. They don't want to, Jackie, they don't want to have no conversations. Get off mute, baby. They don't want to have no conversations about that. Huh? You don't want to talk about it. I see more booties on the doggone commercials than I see on Jackie.
I'm here.
You heard me. The bipolarism is kicking in. Every time I turn on a commercial, they doing commercials about I don't know, Lowe's. Dak Prescott, he done made more Lowe's commercials than he's thrown footballs. What the hell is that all about?
Those supported Trump.
Well,
Well,
Lowe's
it can't be
supported
no
Trump.
worse than Baker Mayfield going for Popeyes now.
Yo. And then they got what? And one of them Kelsey boys
Trappa.
on the on the
Trappa.
pizza thing. On the pizza thing.
His brother. Well, both of them were doing the was that Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercial.
Yeah. They know they don't eat that shit. Y'all know y'all don't eat that shit. Y'all shit is grinded up in blenders. It came from another country. Y'all ain't eating that shit. Just outright deceiving the people. Taking the money. You know y'all ain't finna see no Kelsey boy and no damn Popeyes or Cinnamon Twist, Pizza Hut and none of that. They pizzas is made by real chefs that throw the shit up in the air and they come back down and spin around on your ass. Well, we've been on here now. Trey, thank you for coming through. I appreciate everybody that came through. I got to get off of here. I'm gonna stay legit to my word as I integrate this new system into the StreamYard. Hopefully the streaming will get a little bit more smoother. Too many glitches. You know, when I got glitches, I get bipolar.
We don't need
What
no
you doing?
glitches added.
No, you don't need me to be glitching because then I might get they might have to put a strike on me. I don't need no strikes. Okay, you know they already trying to shut GG down. That's why I had to go, to the quiet room, to quiet time. So that shit, I don't know how you get a copyright for your own music. I paid for it. I got the receipt. But that's for another time. Thank you for coming by, baby girl. I'll probably call you a little later. We're gonna try to be consistent. We'll be here next Monday, okay?
All right.
Yeah. All right, quiet time. It's been GG. We've had a whole lot of conversations. Hope you listened to everything that was stated, every comment, every concept. Our conversation was everywhere today. But the main thing is accountability, responsibility, creativity. Get your head off these, I don't know, you spend more time looking down than you do looking up. That's a word. You spend more time looking down than you do looking up. That's a word. Yeah, I said it. You're looking down at your cell phones, down at your laptops, down at your tablets. You're looking down. Down, down, down. But you ain't spending no time looking up. Huh? Up at your future, up at your goals, up at your peace. You know what I'm saying? You're looking down so much you can see the red bottoms on the shoes. That man, come on, don't make me go another hour on the string. Those are the kind of qualities and concepts and thinking that we want to talk about, that we want to think about. I can do this, and I'm not going to be a part of the machine. Yes, we all want nice things, but your definition of nice things and the media's definition of nice things has two different effects on you. Everybody can't make the potato salad for the cookout. It's potato salad, but then there's potato salad, okay? Yeah, the one that look pretty and got all the red dots on it. It says paprika. And then, they got all the little garnishments on it. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my God. I got to have me some of that. Oh, your eyes are being enticed. Your stomach is being, you got to see what it tastes like. Oh, and they eating it over there at the head table, so that means it's important. Let me have some of that, please. But the other potato salad is in the plastic bowl, got a big old spoon in it, and it's saying go to work. But but that's not at the head table. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we are back, like Jordan says. I'm not taking away from Jordan, but we're back. All get the likes up. All the donation information is in the description box. Contact information. Check out the channel at GG Chillin 702, and we will be back next week. Okay. Love you guys. Love you guys. Stay in touch. Hit me up.